Hello guys, well I just opened my charts to have a quick look at see if there's a possible trade around. That's what you can do when you're just studying candlestick analysis, because there's always a level of support or resistance, an old candle's low or a new candle's high, or an inside bar to trade or a big candle to trade. And I happened to look at this pound and New Zealand dollar, so I thought, I wonder what's going on there. And I was on the H4 chart and I could see it absolutely crashing. Now, when I was a complete novice, I'd be looking at this and thinking, I can have a trade there. But really that doesn't interest me in the slightest. One look at the having said that, there's the S3 there begging to be hit, but I'm not going to go down that route, not even going to look at a 5 or 1 minute chart. Basically I wanted to talk about this daily, because it's massive. And what do we know when we get massive daily candles? This sort of thing might happen. We had a massive daily candle there and it didn't happen, so it's always worth comparing the two. We've got everything we need on our charts to work out why that happened and that didn't. Or sorry, that happened and that didn't happen there. But I'm not going to go into that right now. Although I could do. You could basically pick any scenario and try and unpick what went on. And it's not hindsight glasses and being clever after the event. It is actually, a lot of the stuff we can predict because it happens so often. If you get a big old candle testing old support as resistance, then it's highly likely, I'm talking about this lot here with this lot here, highly likely you will get a reversal. The difference is this one is not testing old resistance to see whether it holds as support. It is actually testing support, and we don't really care too much about support being tested. I prefer to be doing the other way round, and I haven't really mentioned that ever before, actually. That's another little thing that I've forgotten to mention. I think the saying goes, I've been looking at this stuff for so long I've forgotten more than most people have learned, and in this case it's probably quite true. So anyway, we're looking at this now and it's approaching massive support, and look what happened when it got to that support before. Massive tails. This is a daily chart, remember, so these tails are 300 pips. That's not 30 pips, that's 300 pips, guys. So, this stands a good chance of potentially reversing. We're absolutely, you could say we're oversold. It's an expression people use. I don't use it very often, doesn't mean much at all, but we're overextended, if you like. So this would be a good contender for a possible reversal. If this closes below that level, I think this would be an absolute blinder for a possible reversal. So we can stick that level on there. And really I've done no analysis of this before, ever. I've just opened this chart because of this, saw this big bar and thought to myself how interesting that looks. So if this does break in the next few hours and closes below, then first port of call would be the last, or the most the last level broken. You have to be aware of these as well. So when you're setting your targets, I don't really go for the gaps. I'm not that anal that I have to trade these. I just go for my 5 or 6 pips on a valid reversal, 3 candle reversal long, and I'll just keep going for that as it pops back. Much the same as that Euro NZ dollar massive weekly candle, you know, I ended up getting about 4 or 5 trades to the short side, but when I actually looked at my trade on the chart, we were about there, something like that. It was stupid, and that was about 50 pips or 65 pips if I remember rightly, from the open to that pink line. So, you know, these things do give you massive opportunities, so it's well worth doing your homework at the weekend. If you're new to what I'm doing here, you know, on the weekend I tend to just have a little musings video, and you know, this weekend's was that this looked possibly good to the short side. So back to this this chart here. Actually, look at that on the weekly as well. So that could continue on down, really. There might be a pullback overnight. I mean, that's a big old candle. Look what happened the last big candle we had. It pulled back, and that's on the weekly, of course. But daily, as I said before, you get these incidents, as it were. You know, big pullback, big push down. That was actually a reversal low, and look what happened. And remember, I was talking about deep reversals. That's unshallow. It's broken and closed there, and then it's hit that at the same time, and look what's happened. It's reversed for 2 days and then crashed again, and then finally done a little reversal. That's where really you could say, you know, could use the market profile style thing. They've run out of buying power. The institutions have pushed it up against itself, and finally this reversal has played out and continued on down. So you know, there's a engulfing reversal to the long side, and then to continuation. So high, low, lower high, lower low, low, high, and close. Bang, up it goes. But it's into the resistance, as I said before earlier about that reversal, testing the into support rather, testing the old support as resistance. The resistance actually, the support held as resistance, and the price has gone down. And you know, no brainer there. It's the trend, downtrend anyway. High, low, lower, high, lower, low, pullback, continuation. So you know, that's it really, guys. You know, 3 candle reversals, back to basics. When they happen, they are good. And when you have a big candle, expect a potential reversal. Of course, it may just pop back and then continue down. If the RSI and the continuation on the lower time frame all tally up, then just take it down. Don't enter a trade blindly. Just use the lower time frames to enter a potential reversal to the long side with safety, using this and the reversals on the lower time frames. And you know, just use common sense really. Once you've got this and you understand it, the 3 candle reversal, the break of support and the retest, and the break of resistance and the retest, then you can start to think quite clearly about what might happen without all the rubbish that is out there on your charts, as it were, or potentially on your charts, all the other ways these people trade. We don't have to worry about anything. News, you have to be aware of news in the morning if you're a morning trader in the Frankfurt London Open or the American session. Always be aware of it, always steer clear of it, but other than that, try to clear your head. That's what works for me. Just look at the charts. This is good, it doesn't repaint. That's important, that your indicator that you rely on doesn't repaint. And let's just find one more reversal that might have popped back. So here's you know, well, there's loads of them, they're everywhere. So we'll use this one: low, high, high, low, high, 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 low, lower, high, lower, low, and finally it's closed below that. Need to zoom in on that a bit. it closed below here, didn't close on that one. That's the close, that's the reversal, that's the continuation. So, you know, when you were down here, what did you expect it might do? Well, it's popped back and tested that support as resistance. Over here we've got, you know, there's no reversal anywhere here, not even that one there. High, low, lower, high, lower, low. It failed to close above that high. Then we've got the high, the low, high, low, lower, high, low, high, higher, low, higher, high. It's closed down here with that one. Hang on. Daily. Close. Open. That gap down, that one, that's unusual. So it gapped down, which was the confirmation. That failed to confirm, but that did confirm, and then it's gone back and tested a level of resistance, support as resistance. So that's how we can use these 3 candle reversals to our advantage. You know, we know they're supposed to be going down, that's why it's reversed down. This is a downtrend. But when it reverses down, always be prepared for the pullback. Just do your research, guys, and look at these. Look, I can just see one over here. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high. They're everywhere. That is the low of the reversal candle, the penultimate high. This is lower than that high there, so we use this one. There's the close, there's the reversal. Then this failed to close back down against this low, high, higher, low, higher, high, and the price has just continued up. We've had a break and close of something over here as well. Low, high, finally it's broken above all the resistances. We can see this one. I'm not going to go on the left because the video is getting too long now, but you know, here's an obvious reversal level. High, low, finally get down here to the lower low, finally reverse, low, high, closes, and look what happens. It comes back for 155 pips. So always be prepared when you get one of these 3 candle reversals for the pullback, and then double whammy, the next day you got a massive move to the upside. That's what the reversal up is telling you, but be prepared for the reversal down. Tests and retests, that's what we're doing. Breaks of resistance gets tested as support. They are everywhere, so I implore you, go and have a look for a few. And you know, if they don't happen, don't worry. It's not because I'm wrong or I'm trying to teach you something that is a load of rubbish. It's because that was what they decided it would do, and we wouldn't have got in long on this reversal here. I think that's the highest high, high, low, or is that the highest high? Sorry, I'm going on again, and I get easily distracted by the charts. Imagine a dinner party with me. Oh my god, you'd be so bored. High 8728, high 8723. That's the highest high. So low, high, higher, low, higher, high, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, and break and confirm below here. That's the baby. And look where it went to test. Okay, it's gone down a lot, but when you get near that level, suppose it had gone down first, when you get near that level, you guarantee it's going to have a go at it. Okay, I am going to switch off now. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this. If you're a complete novice to what I do, I hope it may have made a few little eureka moments go off. Look, I'm looking at one here. Low, high, high, low, higher, high, high, low. Final break and close here, and look what price did. We might have talked about that one earlier. Yeah, I'm sure we did in fact. But they are everywhere. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening.